I'm Angela, and today we are going to make an Aroniaberry chutney. We are going to use the berry, Aroniaberry, and I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but it's a very, very powerful antioxidant berry. It's got many more antioxidants than all your berries, cranberries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries combined. I love to cook, I love to bake. I have an online healthy baking business called Beef at Baking, and it's always fun for me to try to add new recipes, new healthy things, and incorporate them into our daily food. So today we are going to make an Aronia chutney, and what I've already started to do is just soften up some onions. So I've got a half a cup of onion. Soften it for a few minutes first before you add all your other ingredients. Now the fun thing about this is you kind of just go with whatever you feel like. If you have some certain favorites that you want to add into it, you just go right ahead and do it. I have a recipe that I'm following, and I'll tell you a few other things that I've thrown in just to give you some other ideas. It's a great idea, this berry, because it's such a powerful antioxidant, especially now going into cold and flu season. Keep your immune system healthy is to try to sneak it into other things that you maybe normally would use just regular berries. Smoothies, a pancake mix, maybe top it on yogurt, put it in your cereal, all your favorite things. It's a little bit more tart than the other berries, so you definitely would want to add a little bit more sugar to sweeten it up. But it is a really fun berry to add in. So we're just going to soften the onion for a few minutes, and I have some made already, so we'll show you the finished product. So we've got the onions softening. I'm going to add in a cup of chopped apple. And once again, if you have a favorite apple, if you like your green Granny Smith apple, you like your Honeycrisp, whatever apple you like, just go ahead and throw that in. Then we are going to add the star of the show, the Aronia berries, and I have them frozen. Okay, so I've got the Aronia berry, the apple, and the onion sauteing all together. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a little cinnamon on because I love the taste of cinnamon with the apples and the tartness of the Aronia berry. Mix that all in. Oh, it smells so good. Now for a little sweetness, like I said, the Aronia berry is not that sweet, so I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of honey. And if you are vegan, if you don't want to use honey, use a sweetener of your choice. You could use agave. I haven't tried it with Truvia or anything like that, but you certainly could try. Just experiment, see what you like. We are using organic honey right now, just to give it that little floral sweetness that's so good. So we'll do a couple of tablespoons of the honey. Now for just a little more sweetness and a little more richness, we're going to do some apple cider. You can do a couple of tablespoons of that as well. Such a great combination with the tartness from the berries and the apples. This is actually kind of a sweet and savory dish because you've got the onions in here too. So it pairs really nicely with a lot of things. You'd be surprised. So experiment, try it out. Okay, so we've got all of that. You need a little bit of salt just to offset some of the sweetness in here. So a 1/4 teaspoon of some salt. And what I like to do then is just put a little squeeze of orange, fresh orange, just squeeze it right in. Again, it pairs so nicely with the berries and the apples and the onion and the cinnamon. And then I even took that orange and zested it earlier. So I'm going to put in like about a tablespoon of orange zest. You don't have to do this. These are just things that I like to do just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. And mix that all around. See how pretty that is? Okay, so then last but certainly not least, you need to thicken this up a little bit. Whatever thickener you prefer, you can use cornstarch, you can use a little flour, you can use xanthan gum, whatever you prefer. I have just a little bit of cornstarch right here, so we're just going to put that in and stir it around. What you'll do is you'll boil this for about 10 minutes. Bring it up to a boil, let all the flavors come together, let everything thicken up really nicely. Then you'll just turn it off the stove, let it cool, and you have your chutney. and hopefully this is what you will end up with, this beautiful Aroniaberry chutney. It will just put it in the refrigerator in a container. It will last for days. You can be creative with it, like I said. What I like to do is put it on sweet potatoes, you put it on pancakes, just eat it as relish as is. I chop some fresh pecans and put it over. I like a little crunch with mine. You can put it on your favorite crackers, even vegetables. Just again, you've got that sweet savory thing going on, so you can put on vegetables, cereal, salads, anything you want. Just so this is what it will look like, the Aroniaberry chutney, and enjoy.